welcome back to part 3 of my CDTV review. Let's continue with the software that I have for the system and the games. Okay, now let's come to the CDTV only titles. And first up is classic board games. Now I said in part 1 that there were only about four titles, 4 CDTV titles only, but there are more. But yeah, they are not really that great. But okay, that's another story. Okay, like I said, classic board games. You have 3 board games to choose from. You have chess, checkers and backgammon. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of board games. Not in this way. If I wanna play board games, I play them with human players. I play real board games and not board games for a computer.
That is an illegal move.
The only board game, or let's better say, the only chess game that I really enjoyed was Battle Chess. But okay, classic board games. There's nothing else to say. Now, next one is Shiftrix and Letrix. Both puzzle games. The first one, Letrix, is some kind of Tetris kinda clone, let's call it like that. And the other game, Shiftrix, is also a puzzle game. And I'm not a huge fan of puzzle games, but okay, I'm a collector. Okay, next one is Super Games Pack. This is a games competition of 3 games with Jailbreak, which is a clone of, I guess the original title was called Breakout for Atari 2600. Then we have Bite-Man, which is kinda clone of Pac-Man. And then we have DevBots, and DevBots is a space action shooter, let's call it like that. And also it had one bonus demo on the system, but I think I make another part for CDTV where I only put demos of some of the games online. Then we have Psycho Killer. Now I don't know who puts the sticker for Amiga CD32 on this one, because this is an original CDTV title, but okay. And this is yeah, let's call it a movie point and click
I was driving along a quiet country lane.
And what's also really interesting is that this is, like I said, a movie adventure, and the CDTV used a video format which was called CDXL, and this is a very basic and primitive version, or let's call it a predecessor of the MPEG video format. And yeah, like I said, it was very basic, and yeah,
nothing of any use in the glove box. Stupid place to leave a car blocking the road like that. Oh, sugar. What is this?
Also not a really great title, I mean. But, okay. This was Psycho Killer. Now, Town with No Name. Yeah, what can I say about this game? Well, it's a kind of cartoon, western, 3D, point and click adventure, and the graphics are very basic. They are based on the early 3D graphics, and it's a very weird game.
Dang, that's torn it. Ugh. He's died now. He's killed Evil Eb's littlest brother, and that means trouble.
It's not even fun to play this game, but yeah, okay. Okay, now the last two titles that I have were actually released for the Amiga CD32. The Amiga CD32 was the last system that Commodore ever released, and it was a CD-based video game console. But both titles work on the CDTV, so that's why I show you them. First one is Assassins, and it's a video game competition, and it has many games on the disc. I tried, I guess, 5 or 6 games, but most of the titles that are on the CD, they required the keyboard for the CDTV, and yeah, I don't have it, so there's nothing much to show you. But like I said, I only tried 5 or 6 games, and there are many games on this disc. There you have puzzle games and arcade games, shooters, adventures, and all kind of games. But I only tried 2 games. First one was Galaga Deluxe, and it looked very nice, but strangely enough it had no sound, and also it suffers from slowdowns, which is very weird. And also I played a Batman game, which was very weird, and the Angry Video Game Nerd missed this one in his Batman video game reviews. And yeah, it's a very strange game. You shoot at cars and choppers, and you destroy McDonald's restaurants in this game, and sometimes a Joker head flies at you and throws cards at you. Very weird game, but yeah, it's a very nice competition disc. Okay, the last title that I have for this system was actually released, like I said, for the Amiga CD32, Defender of the Crown 2, and it also works on the CDTV. And this is a very awesome game. It's basically Defender of the Crown 1, I don't know why they call it Defender of the Crown 2, but it has better graphics, the voice acting is better, the sound is better, everything is better, and it's a real pretty version of Defender of the Crown, and I really like this game. It's so awesome.
Choose your opponent.
And so ends your day in the lists of Ashby. Though you did not win, your men respect the effort. There will be other tournaments.
So these were all the games that I have for this system, and I also wanted to mention that probably around 1992 they also wanted to release a second model of the CDTV. It was supposed to be called CDTV CR. CR stands for cost reduced, and the technique inside was based on a Amiga 600, and it also had a double-speed CD-ROM which didn't use the CD caddies anymore. It was a front-loading system there, and also it could play video CDs and MPEG CDs. Then also the system had a built-in 3.5-inch floppy disk drive. And yeah, but it was never released. Only 5 or 6 prototypes were ever built, and yeah, good. In the end, I can only recommend this system for collectors, because it's a nice piece of video game history, but it's nothing for a real gamer, because the games that came out for this system, they aren't that great, and also because of the prices of the system. I mean, you can get a CDTV with remote control for around $110 on eBay, maybe also with the keyboard and the mouse and the 3.5-inch floppy disk drive. But the shipping would be expensive because it's a very heavy system, and also the accessory for the system is way too overpriced. I mean, a memory card for the system costs around $150 to $200, and also the games. I mean, the really good titles, which were mostly the converted Amiga games for the system, like Turrican 1, Turrican 2, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the adventure game, Loom, or what else, they also would cost around $150 and up, and also the accessories way too overpriced. Like a keyboard alone for the system cost around $90 and up. And yeah, I can only recommend the system for collectors. Okay, but in the end, this was my review for the CDTV, for the system, some of its controls and some of the games that I have. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe see you next time. Take care, bye.